Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Brighton FIFA 22 career mode. Today is a big episode for so many reasons. First and foremost, our first game today is against Crystal Palace. The rivalry continues with them in the Premier League. It's the final time we'll play them this season unless they're still in the FA Cup or something like that. Speaking of the FA Cup, we have got Southampton away, which will also feature in today's episode alongside an away trip to Leicester. So it's really, really big for us. We're also going to be rounding up the January transfer window, and I've made some big decisions. I mean, we already know some of the areas that we needed to fill, but sadly for us this week, we have had a bit of an in real life issue with one of our players in terms of Yves Bissouma. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but if the allegations that have come out are true, I don't think he should be a part of this career mode. But we are going to have to replace him in this squad. So we've made the decision to transfer list him. He's valued at £23 million. I would like to get a little bit more for him, if I'm honest, maybe up towards the 30 million mark. So we're going to have to find somebody to replace him with. Now, this is not going to benefit us initially for the game against Palace because that game is going to be coming up very, very shortly. But I have added a few players to the transfer list who may be of interest. The first one is Calvin Phillips. We're having a little look at him at the moment. We should get the scout report back pretty shortly, definitely before the end of the episode when I decide to make this signing, if and when we do it. Another one is Renato Sanchez. He is 81 rated, plays for Lille. He will cost quite a bit. He's valued at £33.5 million. So we'd really need to sell Bissouma before we could get somebody like that. James Ward-Prowse was another player that I was looking at from Southampton, but he's now been transferred to Juventus in this career mode. Whether we could get him or not, I'm not too sure. We have transfer listed or put on the shortlist one or two other players. Firstly, Gareth Bale, who has 6 months left on his contract at Real Madrid. We could approach to sign him ready for next season. He's 82 rated, but we may be able to get him on the cheap this season. I'm not too sure. The other one is Jesse Lingard, who a few of you guys said to me in the comments we should go and sign. 79 rated, 29 years old. I think we will probably do that today. Now, as far as the league table is concerned, we are sat in 14th place today on 23 points. But the games in the Premier League against Palace and Leicester are absolutely massive. Palace are down in 19th. We did beat them away from home by 2-0. They've only got 14 points on the board, so if we can win that straight off, we're going to be in a really good position. Leicester are a position above us and 2 points ahead of us. We beat them 4-1 at home. It's been our best victory of the season so far. So if we can get something at their ground, that would be absolutely brilliant, and it could potentially propel us up towards a mid-table position, which is our board objective this year. Remember, we had to, in the league, we had to finish mid-table, and in the FA Cup, reach the round of 16. So we've got to get through today's game against Southampton as well to achieve that objective. Now, my manager rating is 88. I think that's because we're going okay in the league, but also all these priorities are pretty low. The highest priority one, which is a medium, is to get a streak of 3 clean sheets in away matches this season. We've done that in 2 games. I don't know whether it's a streak of 3 in a row or you just have to get 3. I'm not too sure. But I think I just need to find that third one, and that should do it. Every other focus is low or very low, so I think that's the reason why the manager rating is high at the moment. Also, we have had the email through that Aaron Connolly has been sold. He's gone to Torino for £3.6 million. 2.7 million of that will be added to our current transfer budget. So we now sit on 21.7 million in the bank. We have got a wage budget of 155k that we could alter, but if we can sell Yves Bissouma for, say, 30 million, then that would take us up to 51 million and put us in a good position to make some transfers. But what we're going to do first, we're going to play the game against Palace at the Amex, hope for a win, and then we're going to make some decisions on these players that are in the transfer hub. I think we'll definitely snap up Jesse Lingard on a free. I did think about paying a small fee to bring him in now, But to be honest, we're probably going to need the money. It depends on what happens with Basuma transfer. So first up then, it's going to be Palace at home. I'm going with quite a strong side of Cucurella, Dunk, Goldson and Lamptey at the back. Mwepu and Pascal Gross will play in central midfield. McAllister in the cam role. Ivan Toney, who got 2 goals against Everton, if he can weigh in again today, that will be fantastic, with Trossard and Mopé either side of him. This is a big game. We want to make sure that we win. I've just noticed that Palace have got Mbeumo in their side as well. Dembele up top. So it's going to be a tough game that they are having a bad season. Hopefully, our morale is up in the squad and we can turn it around a bit. Right, here we go then. The rivalry continues. If we can get a good start, like we did against Palace in the away game, that would be absolutely fantastic. Oh, and here's a chance, and it's a good shot there from Leo Trossard. First opportunity of the game. It's taken 15 minutes to come, and that was the first shot in anger. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. He's hit it first time. It's basically... Ooh, I thought it was straight at him, but overall, it's a decent save. Can we get a good corner in? We can't. Unlucky there, but they're the opportunities that we want and that we hope will come in this fixture. Here come Palace, though, on the edge of the penalty area with Aarons, and they found a little bit of space. Good save by Sanchez. It's taken right to half-time for Palace to have their first opportunity on goal. So into the second half, then. It was a bit of a cagey first half, to be honest, from both sides. Only one real opportunity for each of us to get ourselves a goal. Hopefully, this second half will provide a little bit more entertainment and an opportunity for a goal, especially one for us. That would be very nice indeed. The game's starting to get a little bit stretched. Both teams giving the ball away. There's a ball slipped through to Ivan Toney. He's not even offside either. It's a good save by the Palace goalkeeper once again. I think the opening may be coming. Here is Mwepu. Can we get ourselves a chance? McAllister hits one again. It's straight at Gaeta. Right, we're going to make a change. Pascal Gross is coming off. Adam Lallana is going to come on in central midfield. He's got a lot of experience in there. Hopefully he can work us a little bit of magic. We've been a little bit short on creativity, but can Lallana do the business? He's got the ball now, and he's going to find McAllister, who's going to find Neal Mopé, who's going to drill one into the corner, and it's 1-0 to the Albion. With about 15 minutes left to go in this fixture. And finally, we have found ourselves the breakthrough. The home fans go absolutely wild. And Lallana has come on and he's made an impact straight away. Look at that ball through to McAllister. He finds Mopé and he's actually gone through. I think he's gone through the legs of the goalkeeper. What a finish that is. Yeah, he has. Absolutely through the middle. Nutmegged. And that is 1-0. Right, now we've just got to make sure we can hold on. If we can win this game, it's going to be 3 wins on the bounce in all competitions. And Adam Lallana, is he going to be the man that steps up in central midfield in the absence of Basuma? But we can't think about that now. We've got to get this ball away. And McAllister does really well. And there's a run on over the top for Mopé again, who's going to want that second goal if he can find it. He finds Ivan Toney. There's runners over here in Leo Trossard. If he can find a shot, he can. But again, it's straight at the keeper. Here come Palace, though, looking for the equaliser. And they've had the shot and they've got it. I'm not even sure who that was, but we've parted a little bit. It's Dendoncker. We've parted a bit at the back. And Palace find an equaliser with about 7 minutes left on the clock. Absolutely heartbreaking. They haven't deserved it whatsoever. I'm not sure what Goldson and Lamptey are doing between them there, but what a finish that is. And it's 1 apiece. Right, we've made more changes. We've brought on Webster at the back alongside Goldson. We've also brought on Solly March out on this left-hand side to add a little bit of width because Trossard was looking a bit tired and he's lost it straight away. And then Mbeumo's going to bring it forward for Palace. Back to the goal scorer, Dendoncker. We've got to try and work hard to get it back now because we're moving in towards stoppage time. Palace are going to be looking for that winner, and I think they're going to be lining up a shot pretty soon. Here is Will Hughes. He'll look to cut back. Aarons will pick it up now, and can we break away with McAllister in towards Ivan Toney? He's going to need a little bit of support though with him. Tariq Lamptey will take over on this right-hand side. Can we find some late drama? Ball comes in. It's too near the goalkeeper though, and we are going to have to settle for a point in the rivalry at the Amex. It's disappointing, but it is another point on the board. So we have just had an email to say that Pascal Gross's deal with us is running down. He's only got 6 months left. Leverkusen have offered him a pre-contract. To be honest, that's absolutely fine. We're going to want to try and get better players into this club as next season goes on. Roma have expressed an interest in signing Adam Webster for 8.7 million. Now, this is going to be a difficult one because in terms of centre-backs, he is our third choice. And I don't know whether we do this. 8.7 million. You know, it could be an option. I mean, we've got Duffy, but he's only a 72 rated. But then we've also got Elliot Poole, who we're trying to develop. You know, the youngster, age 17, he's got that potential in him. So maybe we move him up to the third choice. Plus, we've got Webster as well that can play at centre-back. I'm actually a little bit tempted to do this. He's valued at £8 million. I wonder if we can get maybe a little bit more out of them. Right, we're going to negotiate this with Roma. Do you know what? If we can get 10 million, then that would be a really, really good price for us. Let's propose a new transfer fee. Change this to £10 million on the nose. I think that Roma will actually pay this. Let's see what they're going to say. 8.7 million is the best that they can offer. Right, let's see if we can get 9.5. I think they're desperate for this player, and they're going to want him. Let's see what they've got to say to that. 9.5, do you know what? I think we'll take that. At the end of the day, it's going to add to our transfer fund. We can bring through our youth player in Elliot Poole, which is going to be a really good opportunity for us, especially if he does agree terms. And then it's another few million in the transfer fund. Right, I think that we're not going to waste any more time. I think that we need to start preparing a little bit for next season. Jesse Lingard, former Brighton player, age 29. He's still got it, 79 rated. He can really help us out in those cam positions. Let's approach to sign him and see if he will join us once again. He is on 98,000 a week, though, at Manchester United. But if we could get him in, this would be a massive coup for us and really set us up for next year. Right, so he wants a crucial squad role. Can we get him on an important? Let's have a look. Right, he wants crucial, so we'll just accept it. Right, let's have a look then. The length of his contract. So he's 29 years old. Let's give him a 3-year deal and see if he likes that. That's exactly what they're looking for. There's not going to be a release clause in the contract. And then financially, right, he is on 98,000. I'd like to think that he'll take a little bit of a drop. So we're going to go to 60 and a 400,000 signing on bonus. Let's submit that, see what he's got to say. It's a reasonable offer. We'd be looking at 580,000 signing on bonus, and after 15 goals, he wants 1.5 million. Now, is he going to get 15 goals for us? Let's try and take out the goals bonus. See if he'll just accept it without that. And there we go, £60,000 a week. Jesse Lingard is going to be a pre-contract signing for us, and he will join us at the start of Season 2. Now, we have struggled on the right side of midfield for a long time now. We're playing Neil Maupay out there in a makeshift role. I want to move this squad on a bit. Gareth Bale has got a few months left on his deal. We can approach this player directly, but we'll have to offer a wage between 94,000 and 150,000. What if I want to sign him now? How do I can I not just sign him now? I mean, I want to sign him now, but it's not giving me that option to do it. I don't know if I'm being daft or what, but like if we want to sign Renato Sanchez, we could approach to buy. But if we want to sign Gareth Bale, I can only offer him a pre-contract. I can't get him now. That is ridiculous. Right, I think what we should do is move into our next game. It's a big one against Leicester. They've obviously won in their previous game. Let me just see if I can find the result. They beat Burnley by 2-1, so they've moved up the table. We've dropped down into 15th place, but we have got a game in hand over Leeds and over Newcastle. If we beat Leicester, we would go above Leeds. We're well away from the bottom of the table. We're 7 points clear of that, but we do need to start pushing up a little bit. Now, we're just going to make the one change for this one. Adam Lallana will start today's game instead of Pascal Gross. He really made an impact when he came on against Crystal Palace. Hopefully, he can do the same today. Overall, that was a good performance, so I like to think we can do exactly that again today. Now, of course, we beat Leicester by 4-1 back at the Amex earlier this season. It was our best performance of the season. If we can replicate anything like that, it would be an amazing result. But it's going to be a big ask. Leicester are a good side, but they're not having the best of seasons. We are undefeated in our last 3 in all competitions, so confidence should be flowing a little bit. Oh, and they're making it into the box here. They're going to pull one back, and Fisher's got there, but Sanchez does a good job. Knocks it out for a corner. I thought they were going to go for the cutback there, Leicester, but I misread the situation. Are they going to take a short corner kick? No, they're going to put it in with Maddison. Goldson is there, and Adam Lallana will try and get underneath it, but he can only head it out as far as the edge of the box. Lookman takes a strike, and Sanchez saves again, under pressure early. Oh, it's a decent pass by Mope, and McAllister can get onto this, and McAllister's found a way into the penalty area, and McAllister has put it wide. What an opportunity that was. I was going to go hard and low. In the end, we went for power, and he's missed the target completely, only just by a whisker, but that opportunity is there once again to get them on the break. I'm telling you, if we can defend well, I fancy us today. This guy is a problem. Edin Vischer, normally playing on the right-hand side. Leicester working it into the box through Maddison. Another good save by the Brighton goalkeeper. He is keeping us in this fixture so far. Oh, and there's the goal. It was coming. It was coming just before half-time. Edin Vischer is the man that's got it. I am not surprised. He's run us absolutely ragged so far today. Thing is, when we've had the ball today, we've actually looked all right, but it's getting the ball off Leicester. They've been so much different and so much better compared to the first fixture that they played against us back at the Amex. We have just not had the ball. Right, second half, it can only get better from us. We had our opportunity in the first half, but we need to try and build on that now. We've got to try and get this equaliser, take something away from this game. Right, this is where we need to break, and there's Trossard, and he could find Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's got the space. Has he got the energy? He can't get past Schmeichel, though. He got a little bit of a nudge just as he was about to shoot, but that's twice that we've been through on goal, and we've ended up wasting it. Let's try and go for a bit of a patient build-up. We've got McAllister. We've got Gross. We've got Ivan Toney in. Can he dink a ball into the box? It's only going to go for Mope. And he's made a little bit of a weird pass back towards Trossard. Now it's come for Gross. It's hit the defender. Gross is going to get there. He cannot find that final finish. And here come Leicester now with Lookman looking for the killer blow in this game. But the game's already gone for us. Lookman's got it. There's Ndidi. And it's gone in somehow. What an absolute mess at the back. 2-0 to Leicester. Game over. And that is it. Full time at the King Power. Leicester win by 2-0. Our season of struggle in the Premier League continues, and we've got to change our fortunes somehow. We're missing completely in central midfield the qualities that Basuma had. We are missing it. We've got to make a signing. Right, so Webster has been sold for 9.5 million. 7.5 million of that will go into our transfer fund. So we're now up to 28 million. Right, I think we're going to have a look at going in for Renato Sanchez. The reason that I think we may be able to pull this deal through is because he's worth 33.5 million, but we've got Yves Bissouma that we can exchange. The thing is, we've got to do something about the situation. Let's go for midfielders. Let's throw in Yves Bissouma, who's worth £23 million, and will also offer a transfer fee of, let's say 10 million. Let's do it as, that's 10,000, Rich. Let's do it as a evaluation bid. Right, come on, Lil. Let's see what you've got. We can do business at that transfer fee. We also want to include a sell-on clause that they want to receive 15% if we ever happen to sell Renato Sanchez. Now, can we bring this down a little bit. Let's edit the sell-on clause. Let's bring it down to 10% and you've got a deal, because this could be absolutely massive for us. There we go. Business done. I think we've done everything that we could do effectively. We've swapped a player out in Yves Bissouma. A player of a similar rating in Renato Sanchez. He is an 81 rated. Now we just need to negotiate a contract. Now at the moment, he's on £34,000 per week. We're going to give him a crucial squad role because he's going to be an absolutely massive player for us. He wants a 4-year deal. Let's counter it because he's 24 years old. Can we get him on a 5-year deal? Yes, we can. We're not looking for a release clause, which we'll accept. And let's have a look at the salary. Now, I think if we offer him, shall we look at 50k plus a signing on bonus of 400k? How about that, Renato Sanchez? Come on, a reasonable offer. He is happy. We have got ourselves a brand new central midfielder, basically for £10 million. And there he is. We're going to change his kit number as well. We're going to make him a number 8. And what a signing this boy is going to be. 24 years old. He's got that special something. And I've got a bit of a transfer bug now. Do we need to go and get ourselves a right midfielder? Someone that's really going to push us forward. Of course, we've got Jesse Lingard to come in next season. But I really would like somebody now on that right-hand side. Now, a player that I'd really like to sign is Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm not completely sure on his transfer value. It's going to be interesting, but... And I don't even know his full rating. He's probably like a 78, 79, something like that. So again, it could be a really tricky one for us. Let's go in and approach to buy. Or do we go in for a loan? I'm partly tempted by a loan with a view to a buy. But I'm not too sure because we've only got 17 million in the transfer budget. But Odoi could be really good for us. He can play either side as well. And in real life, he's out of favour at Chelsea at the moment. Let's go in for a loan because I am of the opinion that we could maybe do this. Let's have a look. We want to take him on loan but agree a transfer fee. That sounds practical. Happy to let him leave on loan and then agree a permanent deal. So let's go for a short-term loan initially for the rest of this season. In terms of how we might plan to split his wages, let's go 50-50. I'm not sure exactly how much he is on. So he's on 66k. We can do 33k each. They're looking for a 60-40 split, which is absolutely fine. And then in terms of a transfer fee, what about... Can we do... I mean, how much is he going to be worth? Shall we try 15 million? Submit the offer? I feel like I wasted my time. Oh, no. Oh, no. We should have just gone for the short-term loan. I mean, I've no idea how much he's worth. And we can't go back in for him straight away. Hopefully we can go back in before the end of the transfer window, though. Right then, into the game against Southampton. This is going to be a big one. FA Cup, 4th round. Our new signing does make his debut in Renato Sanchez. I'm really looking forward to see how he gets on. Aside from that, Beluta will play alongside him in central midfield. Dunk will partner Veltman at the back. Cucurella and Lamptey at fullbacks. Mopé still fills in on that right-hand side until we can find somebody permanent. Of course, Southampton have lost James Ward-Prowse. He's out at Juventus now, so they are significantly weakened, but it's still going to be a tough test. They beat us 1-0 earlier on in the season at St Mary's. Right, come on then, boys. Let's do the business today. Big debut for Renato Sanchez. It should hopefully give us a boost. It would be nice to get a decent little cup run going this season, but it's going to be a difficult game. On here's Theo Walcott early on. Still got that pace, the Southampton veteran. Cuts it back towards Walker-Peters, who I think was the man that maybe got the goal in the last fixture. Beluta up against Stevens. Gineppo cuts inside, and Watts has missed an absolute sitter there for Southampton early on. Here's Renato Sanchez, and then we found a ball through towards McAllister. Sanchez has got it again. Can he cut in on that right foot? He can. He goes for the effort. Little bit of a curler, just wide. Oh, here comes Southampton now with Shea Adams, and he's found the net. 18 minutes into the game, the confidence has gone once again. in this Albion side. We're a goal down in the FA Cup, just as we looked as though we were getting into a little bit of control. Oh, how is that a penalty? Come on. We've gone and won the ball. We have absolutely won the ball there, and somehow we've given away a penalty with Lewis Dunk. He's clearly got the ball. That is a disgraceful decision. And Southampton are going to step up and attempt to make it 2-0, and they put it away with Armstrong. Sanchez goes the right way. 23 minutes in, we are 2 down. Southampton just so quick coming forwards at the moment, and Sanchez gets us out of jail again. We can't do anything against their defence as it stands. I think the confidence has gone down in the squad once again. You can tell that Renato Sanchez is a quality player. He's controlling midfield, but beyond that, we are really, really struggling. We need some better attacking options. Here's Tariq Lamptey now into Beluta, and Trossard will pick it up. He's been far too quiet in this game. Here's Ivan Toney. He's managed to get a run on with Neil Maupay. Can he cut it back and get a cross in? He can, and McAllister's there, and he makes it 2-1. Perfect timing just before half-time. Not scored in a while, McAllister, so nice to get him back on the score sheet. Really good play from Maupay and Ivan Toney up top, and now it's time for us to try and get back in this game. The game is definitely picking up, and there's a ball over the top towards Ivan Toney. He can't get there, but the defender falling over just put him off enough for the goalkeeper to get there. Here is Ivan Toney, finds Neil Maupay on this right-hand side. Can he find a better cross this time? Yes, he can, but it's deflected into the arms of Forster again. We've been much better in this second half. Oh, and Southampton are just keeping it in the corner now. Here's Walker-Peters. Dunk's got to get out to him. He does so. If we're going to get something, it's going to have to be now. Ivan Toney on the run. He needs some support, and he should find it with Leo Trossard. Can he keep hold of the ball, though? That is the question. No, he can't. The final whistle goes. I feel like we've been a little bit robbed. We should have had at least a replay in this game. It's never, their second goal is never a penalty in a million years, and we are out of the FA Cup at the 4th round stage. Now, we have had an offer for Alexis McAllister from Frankfurt. We're absolutely going to reject that deal. He is one of our key players, but we are now going to go towards deadline day. Can we get a deal done for Callum Hudson-Odoi? That is the question. We've also had an offer for Tariq Lamptey from Everton, £21 million. Again, an offer that we are going to reject. Talks for Jason Steele's move have broken down. We expected that. We can never find anybody that are going to pay his wages, but we move on to deadline day. Can we do a deal for Callum Hudson-Odoi? Can we go back in for him? Yes, we can. Right. Let's just go, because I don't know how much he's worth. Do you know what? Let's go for a short-term loan deal. They're not interested in loaning him out. We can try approaching them to purchase or look for other loan targets. Let's approach to buy. So we went in, was it 15? I can't even remember how much it was. Was it £15 million that we went in for? The issue is we've only got 17 million in the transfer budget. We're going to have to offer a little bit more or a player swap. I mean, is there any... I don't think Chelsea would be interested in any of our players. Let's just offer the transfer fee. We're going to go back in. Let's go for... I mean, could we go for 18 million? Let's do 17.5 or 17.8, because that's basically what we've got. Let's offer that and just hope that they don't walk out. They want 28.5. I mean, we don't have that. We absolutely don't have that. The only thing that we can do is counter. We can propose... Can we get a player swap in there? I just don't know if there's anyone that they'd be interested in. We've got Robert Sanchez, but he's not going to go anywhere. Solly March is worth £6 million. Centre-back-wise, we haven't really got anything that they could look for. Wingers-wise, we haven't even got any wingers. Midfielders, I mean, we've got Mudder, that's 4.3 million. Alzate, that's 3.6. I mean, this is going to be difficult. Let's go in with 19 million and Alzate. Let's submit this. I don't think that they're going to want him. They don't want him. It's 28.5 million or nothing. This is going to be... I mean, we can only go 20, probably. At an absolute push. And even then, we've only got £100,000 a week. Let's submit the offer. They want 26.2. There's not... We can leave the sell-on clause in there. We could actually counter and edit the sell-on clause and move that up to like 20%. Or even, yeah, 20%. Propose the transfer fee of... I mean, what could we have gone to? Was it 20 million? And that leaves us 100,000. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. 21.3. Oh, it doesn't give us enough in the wages. Come on, Chelsea. We're so close. 20.4. That leaves us 81,000. He's on 60 at Chelsea, isn't he? We can do it. We can do it. Do I accept? I've got to accept it. 20.4 million. The deal is done. Well, the deal is done with them. The question is now, can we get a deal through for Callum Hudson-Odoi in terms of his contract? This could be a struggle because we don't really have too much money. Right, we're going to put him down as important. Will that work? That's what he's got in mind. He's only 21, so let's try and get him on a 5-year contract. And that's exactly what they're looking for. We're not going to have a release clause. He wants 46,000, a signing-on bonus of 40,000, and a goals thing of 1.15 million. Now, if we remove the bonus of the goals, we could do the 46, and we'd still have 14,000 left. Let's submit the offer without that. He wants 51,000 and a 440k signing-on fee. Let's do it. We've done the business. Callum Hudson-Odoi is a Brighton player. It's took us a while to get this one over the line, but at the end of the day, it could be worth it. And there he is in a Brighton shirt. What kit number shall we give him? Can we give him the number 7? I think the number 7 is free. It is indeed. So our new number 7 is in the club. 78 rated. He's an exciting prospect. I mean, this guy's going to be good. He's going to be so good for us. Let's get him on a development plan as well. I mean, if anything, we want to improve his physicals and we want to improve his shooting. So we could, I mean, can we get his strength done anywhere? Do we just leave him unbalanced for 19 weeks? I mean, we could put him as an inverted winger. That would improve his weak foot as well. I'm going to do an inverted winger for 6 weeks, which will do his shooting first and foremost, and then we can stick him on balanced after. But I think that is a really big signing for us. He will go straight into our squad. So this is our squad as it stands. It is improving. I like it. Hudson-Odoi, Ivan Toney, Leo Trossard up top. If we can get them towards 80 rated, that would be really good. We'll save those changes to the team sheet. For us, or for me, we're not going to do any more business on deadline day. Now, I've had a transfer offer for Joel Veltman from Ajax. We are going to reject it because, of course, now we are running a little bit low in terms of centre-backs. After we sold Webster, that was a big deal for us, and it's helped us to get 2 quality players into this club. So there we go then. Transfer deadline day is done with an hour left. I'm just quickly going to go through on screen some of the transfers that have been done. We've spent 30.4 million. Lingard, Sanchez and Hudson-Odoi in for us. Out Basuma, Connolly, Pascal Gross and Webster as well. We'll run through all the other ones for you, but thank you so much for watching today, guys. It's truly appreciated. If you've enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new, and I'll catch you guys for the next episode very soon as we move into February time. It's going to be busy. We've got another difficult game. Chelsea, Watford and Burnley, and probably the Villa game as well. We'll throw that one in. It's going to be tricky though. The league table is not looking great for us at the moment. Down in 16th place. We are clear of Norwich in the relegation zone, but we need to start looking upwards. Leeds and Wolves both on the same amount of points as us. Newcastle up on 27th. We've got to try and get into mid-table now. I think we've got the squad to do it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.